Nigeria's youth are on the move like never before. A trend called JAPA has swept the nation, a word that captures a generation's desire to flee in search of better opportunities abroad. But what exactly is JAPA? And why has it become one of the defining social and economic phenomena in Nigeria today? This is part one of our deep dive into a migration movement shaping lives, families, and the future of a nation. The term JAPA comes from the Yoruba language, meaning to run away or escape. In modern Nigerian slang, it specifically refers to leaving the country, usually permanently, in pursuit of better opportunities, security, or quality of life. It has become a powerful cultural catchphrase used especially by young Nigerians when talking about immigration. Originally popularized through music and social media, the phrase now carries real social meaning, far beyond its slang origins. JAPA isn't just a slang term. It symbolizes a broader youth exodus from Nigeria. It reflects widespread frustration with the status quo and a deep yearning for stability, opportunity, and dignity. Social media has given the word wings, turning it into a national conversation about youth potential, frustration, and global mobility. Nigeria's economy has struggled with persistent structural problems. High inflation and currency instability have eroded purchasing power. Graduates face fierce competition for limited jobs, and many end up underemployed or unemployed. Lack of formal jobs, especially jobs that align with educational qualifications, is a major push factor in the JAPA trend. Surveys show that a large percentage of young Nigerians wish to emigrate because they feel unable to achieve economic success at home. Security issues, inadequate public infrastructure, and poor service delivery have compounded frustrations. Many youths see migration not just as opportunity, but as survival. Better wages, stable electricity, healthcare, education access, and safety abroad are major attractions that fuel the JAPA mindset. These aspirations make the idea of leaving emotionally compelling even for those with safety nets at home. The JAPA phenomenon isn't just talk, it's reflected in migration patterns and data. Migration has accelerated significantly, particularly among young professionals and graduates. Passport issuance and emigration interest surveys show a clear movement toward departure. Many young Nigerians express a desire to leave, citing economic and social pressures. While formal data on exact numbers can vary, independent research identifies Nigeria as one of the African countries with the most outward migration intent, especially among educated youth. JAPA goes beyond a simple desire to migrate. It represents discontent with the local economic system, generational frustration with limited opportunity, a shift in aspirations away from national rebuilding toward personal survival, a cultural narrative of escape rather than engagement. It's a sociological and psychological phenomenon as much as an economic one. As we continue this documentary series, we will explore the impact of JAPA on Nigeria's economy and workforce, the real-life experiences of Nigerians abroad, immigration policies shaping opportunities, costs, challenges, and success stories, and what those thinking of JAPA today should really know before they leave. Stay tuned for part 2. Push and pull factors, why Nigerians leave and what they are seeking. Every day, thousands of young Nigerians ask one question: is there a better life beyond these borders? In the first part of our series, we defined JAPA. Now let's explore why this movement has become a lived reality for millions. What pushes Nigerians away from home, and what pulls them toward foreign shores? Today, we pull back the curtain on the forces shaping a generation's choices. One of the biggest push factors for migration is economic hardship. Youth unemployment in Nigeria remains high, with many young people struggling to find jobs that match their qualifications. Limited opportunities for professional growth leave graduates frustrated and uncertain about their future. These economic uncertainties create a powerful incentive to look abroad for a more secure and stable path. A foundational reason Nigerians want to leave is because they see limited job prospects and poor wages at home. Persistent inflation and significant currency depreciation have eroded purchasing power in Nigeria. When the local economy cannot support a decent standard of living, everyday needs like food, housing, transport, and healthcare become harder to secure, even for educated professionals. This dynamic pushes many toward economies perceived as stronger and more stable. Security concerns, including terrorism, kidnappings, banditry, and general criminal violence, are significant push factors. Many Nigerians feel unsafe in parts of their own country, especially when coupled with weak public systems that struggle to ensure safety and security. Political instability and corruption further drive distrust in local institutions, convincing some that lasting change at home may be unlikely. Inadequate infrastructure, such as unreliable electricity, poor roads, collapsing healthcare systems, frequent university strikes, and underfunded social services, contributes to dissatisfaction. Many Nigerians simply feel that the systems meant to support livelihoods and development do not work, and that the cost of basic services undermines any incentive to stay. One of the strongest pull factors is simply money and opportunity. Developed countries offer significantly higher wages and stronger social safety systems. For many Nigerians, the idea that a few years of work abroad can yield more financial security than years at home is a powerful attraction. Migrants repeatedly cite wages and career trajectories abroad as motivators, particularly in destinations like Canada, the USA, and the UK. Foreign universities and professional training programs often provide globally recognized qualifications, cutting-edge research opportunities, and better infrastructure for learning. This pull factor isn't just about studying. It's about positioning oneself for a stronger professional career with global mobility. Countries with lower crime rates, stable governance systems, and reliable public services are seen as safe, predictable alternatives to the uncertainties that many feel in Nigeria. The pull of a stable socioeconomic environment is powerful, especially for families thinking about raising children in secure conditions. Once a migration destination becomes popular among a community, its diaspora networks play a larger role in pulling others toward it. Nigerians abroad share stories, support structures, and sometimes jobs, making the idea of relocating more tangible and less intimidating. Social proof and digital reinforcement, where media, social networks, and community narratives celebrate successes abroad, amplify the pull effect dramatically. A major study among Nigerian youths found that the top motivations for seeking immigration included access to better standard of living, 60%, better jobs, and higher pay, 58%, education opportunities abroad, 42%, economic uncertainty and insecurity, 37%, poor infrastructure and currency instability, 30%. These figures highlight how push and pull factors overlap. Individuals aren't just leaving because one thing is wrong. They're moving towards specific opportunities that they perceive as better and more rewarding. The classic push-pull migration theory explains that people migrate when negative conditions at home combine with positive prospects abroad. For Nigeria, this dynamic has never been more pronounced. Wage disparities, security concerns, and limited opportunities converge with education systems, job markets, and stability in host countries. Migrants often choose destinations like Canada, the United States, the United Kingdom, Australia, and parts of Europe because these pull factors consistently outweigh the push factors keeping them at home. Nigeria's youth face a complex choice: remain in a system struggling to provide jobs and security, or chase the promise of a different life abroad. The push forces strip away hope at home. The pull forces shine bright with possibility elsewhere. But these factors are not just statistics. They shape lives, families, communities, and the very future of Nigeria. In Part 3, we'll explore the economic consequences on Nigeria's workforce, including the loss of human capital and what it means for the country's development. Economic hardship and unemployment are major push factors. Poor infrastructure, inflation, insecurity, and political uncertainty reinforce the desire to leave. Pull factors include better wages, stability, education, and safety abroad. Migration intent among Nigerian youth is significantly influenced by these combined forces.
Nigeria, a nation brimming with immense potential and resources, culture, and youthful energy, is grappling with a silent yet profound crisis known as the JAPA exodus, where a mass immigration of its highly skilled workforce, doctors, engineers, IT specialists, and more, is rapidly draining the country of its most vital human resource, threatening long-term development. Picture the vibrant energy of a thriving global economy abroad, fueled by relentless innovation, collaborative productivity, and cutting-edge advancements. Now, contrast that with the quiet, echoing void left behind in Nigeria when that same talent departs, leaving behind underutilized spaces and stalled progress. This brain drain phenomenon goes far beyond mere statistics on immigration. It signifies the deep erosion of Nigeria's future potential, severely impacting critical sectors like healthcare, where hospitals face shortages, technology hubs lose innovators, and education systems struggle without qualified educators, as highlighted in reports from Guardian Nigeria. The JAPA trend embodies a massive loss of human capital, with skilled professionals such as doctors, nurses, engineers, and IT experts departing en masse, directly undermining Nigeria's capacity for sustainable economic growth, industrial advancement, and technological innovation. Once bustling hospitals now echo with emptiness, and vibrant classrooms sit half-vacant, as dedicated doctors, compassionate nurses, and inspiring educators JAPA to seek better opportunities abroad, leaving critical shortages that strain public services to their limits. The World Health Organization's recommended doctor-to-patient ratio of 1 to 1,000 remains a distant dream in Nigeria, where ratios have worsened dramatically due to the exodus, leaving millions underserved in healthcare and similarly overwhelming educators in overcrowded classrooms with limited resources. This relentless exodus not only hampers public health outcomes, with rising untreated illnesses and maternal mortality risks, but also stifles educational innovation and quality, fostering long-term societal challenges that ripple across generations. The departure of these skilled professionals precipitates a tangible and measurable decline in national productivity across industries, ultimately dragging down Nigeria's overall gross domestic product, as analyzed in studies from GSSRjournal.com. Empty offices, understaffed factories, and idle industries translate to sharply reduced output, diminished services, and a painfully slower pace of economic expansion, all captured in animated graphs showing downward trends in GDP and productivity metrics. This painful economic contraction stems directly from the irreplaceable loss of human capital that is essential for igniting innovation, driving entrepreneurship, and powering the engines of growth in a competitive global economy. Beyond the immediate hit to productivity, the JAPA exodus imposes hefty costs on government revenue streams through substantial lost tax contributions from high-earning professionals now abroad. Every skilled professional who leaves Nigeria represents not just a lost taxpayer contributing to income and corporate taxes, but also a diminished flow into the national treasury, exacerbating fiscal pressures as detailed in ProShare analyses. These mounting fiscal shortfalls severely limit the government's capacity to fund and invest in vital public services like healthcare infrastructure, education facilities, and transportation networks, perpetuating a cycle of underdevelopment. While the brain drain poses immense challenges for Nigeria, remittances sent home by Nigerians abroad present a nuanced and complex counterbalance, injecting vital funds into households and the broader economy. These remittances, totaling around $20 billion annually according to sources like IJIDjournal.org and IRGems.org, provide essential financial lifelines to families, bolster consumption, and supply much-needed foreign currency to stabilize the economy. Yet, this substantial influx of remittance dollars also sparks critical questions about fostering economic dependency on diaspora support rather than domestic growth, and whether such external reliance can be sustained long-term without addressing root causes. The JAPA exodus serves as a stark, painful reminder of Nigeria's deep-seated challenges in infrastructure, security, and opportunities, yet it equally highlights the extraordinary resilience, creativity, and untapped potential residing within its vibrant people. Tackling this multifaceted crisis demands bold, strategic investments in quality education, robust healthcare systems, and diverse economic opportunities to empower and retain Nigeria's brightest minds at home. By cultivating an enabling environment where talent can innovate, prosper, and contribute fully, Nigeria has the power to reverse this brain drain, transforming it into a powerful opportunity for inclusive, sustainable growth and a truly brighter future.
Social media paints a glamorous picture of life abroad, success, money, houses, cars. But beneath the highlight reels lies a very different story. Many Nigerians who journey into the JAPA dream encounter unexpected challenges, from jobs below their qualifications to emotional loneliness and cultural barriers. Today, we bring you the real stories, the successes, the struggles, and the sacrifices. Many Nigerians who migrate with strong academic and professional backgrounds find that their qualifications aren't immediately recognized, especially in countries like the UK, where credential recognition can be slow, costly, or uncertain. In response, a significant number take up health and social care jobs that require fewer qualifications but offer a route to stay legally and earn income. The UK's adult social care sector has a high demand for workers and has been recruiting migrants to fill vacancies. Nearly 17% of care workers in England are foreign nationals, including Nigerians. Many highly educated Nigerians, engineers, bankers, lawyers, end up in caregiving roles after struggling to find work in their fields. I never dreamed I'd be in care work, but with job rejections at every turn, this was my way to survive. Nigerian immigrant in the UK. This reality highlights an uncomfortable truth. Qualifications do not automatically translate to jobs abroad, even for highly skilled professionals. Life abroad is expensive and tough. Many Nigerians pay large sums to recruitment agents for jobs or certificates of sponsorship, sometimes £8,000 to £15,000, which may not deliver secure employment. Some migrants have been duped with fake job offers, resulting in visa denials or bans. Even those with strong degrees sometimes face barriers like credential recognition delays, long retraining periods, visa restrictions that limit job switching. This often forces migrants into low-paying jobs far below their skill level, a significant emotional and professional blow. Beyond jobs, many Nigerian migrants grapple with emotional, social, and cultural challenges, loneliness and isolation. Many migrants feel isolated despite living in bustling cities abroad. Cultural shock. Adjusting to different lifestyles, climates, and social norms can be difficult, especially for those from close-knit communities. Family separation, long months or years apart from loved ones take a psychological toll. Many expected instant success, but the reality of being away from support networks often brings emotional strain that few talk about publicly. It's not all struggle. Many Nigerians abroad have also thrived and succeeded. In the US, Nigerians are among the most highly educated immigrant groups, with 61% holding at least a bachelor's degree, far higher than the native population average. Nigerians have made substantial contributions in IT, finance, healthcare, and law, and some have launched successful startups or become leaders in their fields. Diaspora Nigerians are reshaping global industries in technology, culture, and business, with influence stretching from Nollywood to fintech and beyond. These stories reveal that success is possible, but it is usually the result of preparation, resilience, patience, and strategic adaptation, not a passive expectation of instant prosperity. The Nigerian diaspora experience is diverse and complex. Some migrants do find better financial and professional opportunities and rise to an enviable position abroad. Others struggle with underemployment, loneliness, or financial strain for years. Some even return home after finding life abroad harsher than expected due to cultural disconnect, emotional stress, or difficulty securing work and childcare support. The grass isn't always greener. Success abroad depends on preparation, realistic expectations, and resilience. Diaspora expert Abike Dabarierwa, head of Nigerians in Diaspora Commission. Even within success, there's often a hidden cost, emotional stress, isolation, or identity struggle that many do not show on social media. Many Nigerians end up in jobs below their qualifications, like caregiving roles, due to credential barriers and immigration conditions. Financial struggle, exploitation, and the cost of migration are real and often underreported. Emotional challenges, including loneliness and cultural shock, are widespread. Success stories exist and show what's possible with strategic planning and resilience. The diaspora experience is neither purely success nor failure. It is nuanced, hard, and deeply human. For years, Nigerians believed JAPA was an escape, a one-way ticket to opportunity.
But today, the gates are narrowing. Countries once desperate for migrants are quietly tightening the rules.
And thousands who left Nigeria chasing certainty are now facing uncertainty abroad. This is not rumor. This is policy. Across the world, immigration policy is shifting, not because migrants are unwanted, but because host countries are under pressure. Governments in the UK, USA, Canada, Australia, and parts of Europe are responding by raising visa requirements and limiting dependence. The era of easy migration is ending, quietly but firmly. The UK became one of the biggest JAPA destinations because of student visas and health and social care visas. But changes since 2024 to 2025 include dependence restricted for most students and higher salary thresholds for skilled workers. Many Nigerians who arrived through care jobs discovered long working hours and emotionally demanding roles. The UK still offers opportunity, but only for those who understand the system and plan carefully. Care work is no longer a shortcut. The United States remains one of the most rewarding but hardest places to settle. Most Nigerians arrive via student or work visas. PhD programs often last 5 to 6 years, and long-term stay depends on employer sponsorship and specialized skills. The U.S. rewards excellence, but punishes assumptions. Many succeed, but only those who build rare skills and plan 10 to 15 years ahead. Australia's system is blunt but clear: no skills, no stay. It increasingly prioritizes healthcare professionals, engineers, and trades. What changed? Higher English language standards and tighter age limits. Students who graduate without in-demand skills often struggle to remain. Australia is not anti-migrant, it is pro-value. Here is the truth many won't say loudly. Migration is not failure, but it is not magic. Many Nigerians abroad are overworked, emotionally drained, and professionally reset to zero. Some succeed massively, others survive quietly. Some return home broken, financially and emotionally. The country you're running to is not waiting to save you. Immigration rules are tightening globally. UK, USA, and Australia now prioritize skills, not volume. Student visas are no longer automatic settlement paths. Care jobs and survival work come with heavy personal costs. Success abroad requires strategy, resilience, and long-term planning. So if JAPA is no longer the shortcut many believed, what exactly should young Nigerians do before leaving?
JAPA is not the problem. Blind JAPA is. The truth is simple. Countries do not import dreams. They import skills. If you leave Nigeria without skills that another economy needs, you will struggle, no matter how educated you are. One of the most dangerous myths is this: once I leave Nigeria, life will arrange itself. That belief has ruined thousands. Degrees alone are not enough. Passion alone is not enough. Hard work alone is not enough. What matters abroad is market value, skill scarcity, economic usefulness. Abroad, your certificate is not your value. Your output is. Across the USA, UK, Australia, and Canada, the same pattern repeats. A. Healthcare skills: nursing, medical laboratory science, radiography, physiotherapy, mental health support. Note: these require recertification, exams, and patience. Healthcare is hard, but it works. B. Technology and digital skills: software development, data analysis, cybersecurity, cloud engineering, AI, and automation. These skills travel well, pay well, offer remote plus relocation options. Tech does not care where you're from, only what you can build. C. Trades and hands-on skills: electricians, plumbers, welders, HVAC technicians, construction supervisors. In places like Australia and Canada, these earn more than many office jobs. The world respects people who fix real problems. D. Academic and research path: PhD routes, research assistants, university lecturers. This path is long, mentally demanding, bureaucratic. But for those who understand it, it can lead to long-term stability. Many Nigerians fail abroad not because they're lazy, but because they rush. Bad strategy: borrow money to travel, no skill upgrade, no backup plan, blind trust in agents. Good strategy: skill first, certification second, visa third, travel last. If you rush JAPA, JAPA will humble you. Many migrants, including former bankers, managers, and graduates, start with caregiving, cleaning, warehouse work, delivery driving. This is not shameful, but it is mentally taxing. You must decide before leaving, can my ego survive this phase? Those who succeed understand. Survival jobs are temporary, skill upgrade continues, pride must wait. Countries reward migrants who learn the local language, understand workplace culture, respect systems and rules. In places like Germany, parts of Australia, and Canada, language proficiency improves visa chances, accelerates citizenship, increases income. Integration is currency. Here is the hard truth. JAPA is not for everyone. Staying in Nigeria is not failure. Success abroad is not guaranteed. Preparation is everything. If you must JAPA, do it with your eyes open, not your head in the clouds. Skills matter more than degrees. Strategy beats speed. Survival jobs are real. Ego must be managed. Long-term planning wins. So what does all this mean for Nigeria itself? What happens when a country keeps exporting its brightest minds? And what must change, urgently, to stop the bleeding?
Nigeria is not poor because it lacks people. Nigeria is struggling because it is losing its most capable people. Every plane that leaves with Nigeria's best minds carries more than passengers. It carries lost hospitals, abandoned classrooms, delayed innovations, and broken futures. This is not a theory. This is happening now. Thousands of Nigerian doctors and nurses leave yearly. Hospitals operate understaffed. Remaining workers are overworked and underpaid. Nigeria trains doctors. The UK, US, and Canada benefit. Lecturers leave universities. Research output drops. Students lose mentorship. Infrastructure projects slow. Skilled technicians disappear. Foreign firms import expertise at higher cost. A nation cannot industrialize without its builders. Yes, diaspora Nigerians send billions of dollars home, but remittances feed families, pay school fees, cover emergencies. They do not build hospitals, train doctors, fix power grids, create industrial capacity. Remittances are relief, not development. No country is ever developed by exporting talent and importing money. Perhaps the most dangerous effect of JAPA is psychological. When young people believe success only exists abroad, then entrepreneurship dies, innovation slows, civic responsibility disappears. When hope migrates, nations decay. This mindset is more dangerous than inflation or unemployment. Let's be clear, JAPA is not a youth failure. It is a governance failure. People leave because systems don't reward merit, security is uncertain, infrastructure is unreliable, policies lack consistency. No one abandons home without reason. Until leadership fixes power supply, rule of law, job creation, fair opportunity, the bleeding will continue. Nigeria has a massive youth population, a huge domestic market, global diaspora connections, untapped sectors, agriculture, tech, manufacturing, energy. The same Nigerians thriving abroad are disciplined, are innovative, are hardworking. The problem is not Nigerians. The problem is the environment Nigerians are forced to survive in. To young Nigerians, leaving is not cowardice, but staying to build is not foolishness. Wherever you are, do not lose your skills, your values, or your dignity. To leaders, a nation that loses its youth loses its future. Fix the country or watch it empty. JAPA weakens national capacity. Remittances can't replace expertise. Brain drain is a development killer. Leadership failure drives migration. Nigeria still has massive untapped potential. But JAPA is not one story. It has winners and casualties. In the next chapter, we hear directly from those who left and those who returned.
Every year, thousands of Nigerians JAPA, chasing dignity, security, and opportunity. But what happens after the airport goodbye? Is JAPA an escape, or simply a transfer of struggle to a foreign land? Functional systems, electricity works, public transport works, healthcare systems respond, law enforcement is more predictable. For many Nigerians, this alone feels like freedom. Dignity of labor, jobs that may feel menial still pay minimum wage reliably, pay on time, and come with legal protections. A cleaner abroad may earn more in real purchasing power than a graduate in Nigeria earning 200,000 to 300,000 naira monthly. Structured career growth, clear pathways from student to graduate route or OPT to work visa. Certifications and skills often matter more than who you know. Success stories are real. Nigerians dominate healthcare, tech, engineering, and academia. Many eventually buy homes, raise stable families, and send money home. Yes, many Nigerians do succeed abroad by understanding the system, upgrading skills, and staying disciplined. The job shock. Many professionals experience status shock. Bank managers earning 1.5 to 2 million naira monthly in Nigeria, engineers, teachers, lecturers, end up doing caregiver jobs, warehouse night shifts, street cleaning, factory line work. Not because they are lazy, but because foreign qualifications and experience don't transfer automatically. Care work, cleaning, and logistics dominate early migrant employment due to immediate availability, visa-compliant hours, and low entry barriers. Work-study trap. Students work 20 hours per week, study full-time, and still struggle to cover rent, transport, food, and bills. Many survive, not thrive. Part-time income rarely covers full living costs in the UK or USA without savings, scholarships, or external support. Social life collapse. In Nigeria, there's family support, domestic help, social gatherings, religious and community safety nets. Abroad, it's work, class, work, sleep. Weekends become recovery days. Loneliness and mental health strain rise. Studies consistently show higher isolation and depression risks among first-generation migrants. Immigration rules keep moving. What worked yesterday may fail today. UK dependent restrictions tightened, skilled worker salary thresholds increased. USA OPT and H-1B remain competitive and uncertain. Australia occupation lists change frequently. Immigration is policy-driven, not emotion-driven. Governments act in their own interest, not migrants. The dependent dilemma. For emotional support, shared responsibility, family unity. Against increased rent, increased food and transport costs, visa dependency risks. Critical reality. In the USA, dependents cannot legally work. Entire family survival rests on one income. In the UK, student dependents exist mainly for PhD/research routes. Rules can change mid-journey. Bringing family abroad multiplies pressure, not comfort, unless income is stable and sufficient. Who wins at JAPA? Who struggles? Those who succeed. Learn local systems fast, acquire in-demand skills, accept temporary downgrade strategically, plan immigration routes early, network intentionally. Those who struggle. Expect instant comfort, refuse skill retraining, rely only on part-time work, bring dependence without planning, ignore policy changes. The balanced truth. JAPA is neither heaven nor hell. It is a transaction. You exchange comfort for structure, familiarity for opportunity, and time for potential. Final balanced verdict. JAPA works for the prepared. JAPA breaks people who go blindfolded. Nigeria loses talent. Foreign countries gain labor. But no land is magically greener. Systems reward those who understand them. The real question is not should you JAPA. The real question is, are you ready for the price, the patience, and the pain before the payoff? For every Nigerian who JAPA and wins, another struggles silently. And for some, the regret is permanent. This is not propaganda. These are real outcomes from real journeys. I understood the system, accepted a temporary downgrade, learned the local labor culture, acquired in-demand certifications, networked aggressively, lived frugally for 2 to 3 years, permanent residency, stable income, bought property, sends money home, mentors others. Most Nigerian success stories abroad share one thing. They stopped comparing their present abroad to their past in Nigeria and focused on their future. Nobody told me it would be like this. Rent consumes 60 to 70% of income, multiple night shifts, physical exhaustion, academic pressure, social isolation. I was earning less in real life than I did in Nigeria, but working twice as hard. Many migrants are asset poor but income rich at first. Money comes in, but nothing is left after expenses. Everything was hanging on one person. One spouse works, the other cannot legally work. Family income depends on one health, one job, one visa. Illness, job loss, mental breakdown, relationship strain, visa expiration pressure. Dependency is the most dangerous risk factor in JAPA, financially, emotionally, and legally. I came back quietly. Couldn't transition visas. Burnout. Family breakdown. Economic reality didn't match expectations. Pride prevents honest storytelling. Social media only shows wins. Failure abroad feels heavier than struggle at home. Return migration is real, but underreported. White heavy checkmark for JAPA, better systems. Predictability. Long-term stability. Children benefit immensely. Cross mark against JAPA, emotional cost. Loss of social capital. Years of physical strain. Immigration uncertainty. JAPA does not reward hope. It rewards preparation. If you JAPA blindly, the system will humble you. If you JAPA strategically, the system may reward you. The tragedy is not leaving Nigeria. The tragedy is leaving without understanding what you're entering. Next chapter, Part 9, The Money Truth. How much JAPA really costs before, during, and after arrival. This is where illusions die and planning begins. People think JAPA starts at the airport. In reality, it starts in your bank account. This is not fear-mongering. These are the real numbers and the real sacrifices. Costs vary by country and route, but typically include international passport, documents, notarization English tests, credential evaluations, application fees, visa fees, immigration health charges. Typical combined range, 3 million to 10 million naira or more. Proof of funds. The biggest barrier USA proof of one full academic year. Tuition plus living expenses, often $30,000 to $60,000 or more funds must be verifiable and traceable. UK tuition living cost requirement POF, often £28,000 to £45,000 or more. Canada or Australia tuition plus living cost threshold, often $30,000 to $45,000 Canadian dollars or more or equivalent. Critical fact POF is not spending money. It is survival insurance. You may still struggle even after meeting it. Accommodation country shared room studio or one bed UK, £500 to £900, £900 to £1,500 or more USA, $600 to $1,200, $1,200 to $2,000 or more Canada, $600 to $1,000 Canadian, $1,200 to $2,000 Canadian dollars. Comparison in Nigeria, rent is often annual. Abroad, rent is monthly and unforgiving. Miss 1 month eviction risk. Other essential monthly costs food, £150 to £300 or $200 to $400 transport, £80 to £150 utilities and internet, £100 to £200 phone, insurance, miscellaneous. Reality monthly living costs easily hit $1,200 to $1,800, £1,500 to $2,500. Student work rules UK and most countries. 20 hours per week during term USA. On-campus work mostly limited, off-campus restricted. What this means financially: part-time income often covers rent or covers food, and transport rarely covers everything. Undeniable truth students survive by: saving scholarships, loans, family support, extreme frugality, not hustle fantasies. Dependents and family costs UK. Some dependents can work, increased rent and food cost. Childcare is expensive. USA dependents cannot work, entire household depends on one income, medical emergencies can destroy savings. Risk fact: bringing dependents multiplies financial pressure, not comfort, unless income is stable. For JAPA long-term earning potential, strong currencies, predictable systems, children benefit immensely. Against JAPA massive upfront cost, continuous financial pressure, years before stability, no guarantee of permanent stay. JAPA is not cheap. It is an investment, and not all investments pay off. If you cannot survive the first 18 to 24 months financially, JAPA will not save you. It will stress you. The question is not can you leave. The question is, can you last? After 9 chapters, thousands of real stories, and millions in potential costs, the question remains: should Nigerians JAPA or stay and build at home? This is not fear-mongering, nor is it blind optimism. This is about seeing the truth clearly, for yourself, your family, and your country. Option 1. JAPA strategically. Understand the system abroad. Learn in-demand skills before departure. Save aggressively to survive initial years. Plan for immigration and permanent residency. Accept temporary downgrade jobs if necessary. Pros: exposure to structured systems, potential financial stability, long-term opportunities for children, skill acquisition. Cons: emotional strain, high upfront costs, isolation, immigration risk. Option 2. Stay and build in Nigeria. Identify sectors with growth potential. Build digital skills for global remote work. Take advantage of Nigeria's natural resources and consumer market. Focus on small business and investment. Pros: cultural familiarity, family support, lower initial costs, potentially faster wealth accumulation for savvy entrepreneurs. Cons: systemic inefficiencies, corruption and bureaucracy, inflation risk, infrastructure challenges. Regardless of staying or going, certain skills matter: digital literacy and coding, software development, data analysis, AI. Trade skills: plumbing, electrical, HVAC, carpentry, high demand globally. Healthcare and caregiving, nurses, technicians, both abroad and Nigeria. Financial literacy, investments, real estate, cryptocurrency, remittances. Skill is portable. It travels with you, whether you stay or JAPA. USA, OPT, post-study work up to 2 years. Dependents cannot work. Visa policy changes frequently. UK, graduate visa, 2-year post-study work option. Spouses allowed to work. Indefinite leave to remain possible after 5 years. Australia, temporary graduate visa, 2 to 4 years work options. Skilled migration pathways. Points-based system favors younger skilled professionals. Factual insight. Understanding immigration policies is critical. Missteps can nullify years of effort and savings. Jopping requires tens of thousands of dollars up front. Social life abroad may be limited due to work-study pressures. Rent, council tax, transport, and utilities consume the majority of income. Students and workers often live frugally and sacrificially. Balanced view. Abroad, potential wealth and exposure, but personal sacrifice. Nigeria, slower growth, but higher emotional and social stability. You cannot have the best of both worlds. Choices require trade-offs. Brain drain cost. Loss of skilled youth affects healthcare, fintech, education, governance. Opportunity cost. Foreign remittances are helpful but cannot replace local development. Call to politicians. Improve infrastructure, security, education, job creation, and transparency. Nigeria can retain talent if opportunities, systems, and incentives are competitive. Until then, JAPA will remain an irresistible option for millions. JAPA is neither a sin nor a guarantee. Staying is neither safe nor easy. The real answer lies in preparation, knowledge, and strategy. Know the rules, weigh the risks, and choose wisely for your life, your family, and your country. The question is no longer about leaving or staying. The question is, will you see opportunity where you are or chase it elsewhere?